Hello, my wonderful people, and welcome to Hades 2, the sequel to Hades, as you could maybe tell. This is if you don't already know, this is an extremely popular roguelike, and we're just gonna get into it. It's obviously based off of Olympian mythology. I've played this game somewhat, but I tried to record a video earlier, trying to just jump off one of my, this save, but I didn't remember any of the mechanics or anything I was doing. So we're just going to start over from the beginning, and I'm going to shut up.
Whose reign as grim lord of the dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him. But gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. So this tale was only a matter of time.
Okay, I forgot we go straight into it. I'm going to real quick adjust some volume. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. So, you can see it's a top-down roguelike. And if you haven't played Hades before, it's pretty classic. You know, you have rooms, and then you proceed to the next rooms. And it's pretty simple. The hardest thing about Hades, in my opinion, is the movement system. It has very excellently telegraphed attacks. And it's very easy to forget what you're doing and just die to one. That's my problem. And I'm sure and the more I play the game, the more I will remember. Because, man, it's been a long time since I've played any of the Hades games. So, it's pretty simple. I've got a right click to charge up, but it uses a very finite material I have, which is right down here, which is my mana. I have a left click standard attack that is a 3-hit combo, and then I have a space, which is my dash. And so this is a God's Boon. It's happens every once in a while whenever you see these kinds of sigils. That doesn't look like the next one's one. So it's basically just a one of 3 to 4 gifts, basically perks I can get from a specific god from Greek mythology. So I believe this is either Helios or Apollo. I don't remember.
It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings from Olympus.
Okay, Apollo.
Sunshine. Look, we can't get to the Titan, but if you truly mean to stop him, then the least I can do is light your way down. So,
Apollo is god of the sun and archery, but I don't know if that comes up in this game. So, and they mostly focus on his sun aspects, which I think is awesome. So, got 3 decent, so that's just a AoE effect, and it's more powerful, which is nice. My sprint's faster, and if I basically I can, oh my goodness. Apparently I can't talk, but basically it'll hit them with something that makes it harder for them to hit me, which could be good. And then casts are something I haven't shown yet. They're also a pretty finite resource. And this one would restore that mana resource, and I think that would be a good thing because casts are infinite and my magic is not at all. I think we'll do that. So I believe, okay, so if I remember from the first game, it is my Q. Okay, and it is the same thing, I believe. Yes, and it looks like you can see down here that went from 40 to 50, I think. Yeah, I have a pretty easy test for this. I can do this big old charge up, hit that, and then I believe if I kill him inside it, well, okay. Yes, you can see my magic did refill either way. Even if I was terrible and did not hit him at all. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not a finite resource. I can't exactly remember how they work in this game. I'm sure it will be explained to me. Maybe. I don't mind just figuring it out. I got 5 ashes. Interesting. I just got some ashes. Let's go with the green goop. I'm sure it will do something for me. Now these are some funny little goobers, made of string, and I remember these guys specifically because they are stinkers. They have the tiniest and most annoying Mario-like attacks, and, yeah, combined with actually dangerous things, they become problems. Thankfully that big old attack right there was able to take the actually dangerous parts out, and now I can just kind of pick these guys off one by one. They're really only a bigger problem whenever they're paired with things that can, things that can actually do damage to you, versus just them cutting off areas of the, game theory. They make your safe areas less, and so when you're paired with something that does big old damage in lines, there's less places to run, problems arise. Now we're fighting the most terrifying enemies, women. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. So another thing, these little yellow bars are, hold on, are shields, basically. So normally if I hit an enemy, at least with a big enough attack, they'll stagger, and I can basically combo them so they don't hit me. But with that shield, they will not stagger until I break it. And it also effectively, at the very least, doubles their health. Often it's more like 2 or 3 times. And so I just picked up a Centaur Harp, which heals me for a certain amount, and then also increases my max HP for the rest of the run, which is very nice. So the goop I picked up is called Psych, which is used to raise grasp. So I'm not entirely sure what that means yet. I'm sure I will learn. But I remember from it is also, there is a cauldron in the kind of lobby area that I can use these in, I believe. Same with this, which I picked up earlier, just from a bush that I pressed E on. So I believe that is also used for that cauldron. So from the first game, I know this is a shop, and this is money for that shop, and I only have 71 coins. But that might be enough to get me something worthwhile, or it may not at all. We'll see. Oh, you are not the person I thought you were. Oh, yes you are. Nice to see you, Charon.
I'm in your debt, Lord Charon.
Charon?
These provisions surely
Oopsie.
shall make all the difference in my task. What gold I find is yours.
So, he can give me bones, another Apollo boon, or pomegranate, which, obviously I can't buy that. I will take the pomegranate, which I believe, okay. So it levels up my boons. That is nice. Oh. I will go with the Apollo boon. That little skull under it means it'll be a harder bout, it'll be a boss battle, and yeah. Whoa, okay. I was not expecting a boss battle off the bat. I should not stand still in front of the boss. That's a bad idea. Oh, that sucks. Thankfully, it looks like her little bolts only do 1 damage each. So, I was really worried they were going to do like 5. But thankfully, I'm okay. But clearly, the combo of her little binding roots over there, no bueno. But we are able to take her out. Hello once more, Apollo. Okay, and I guess since I just took out a mini boss, these are all rare, whereas the one I got earlier was just a common. So my cast will inflict that same chance for them to miss, basically. This is a, I don't know, that's for my sprint, not my dash. Same thing. My casts expand in size until they expire. I think this one will be pretty good for groups. But we'll see how that decision affects me in the future. So this is another room for Ash. I will hopefully gather some. Shoot a big ball. I'm gonna try that new cast. Hopefully it's... Okay, that is a decent amount of damage. I wish it had hit this guy, but that is a-okay. Just down to one. I can... Okay, died. Why would I assume it's over? That's stupid. Of course it's not over. Oh, I haven't even taken any damage. It can't be over, of course. Thankfully, the early game is not the hardest thing. Okay, same decision as earlier. I'm gonna go with the goop since I just got Ash. I'll try and keep it nice and even. And enemies without a shield are much easier to defeat than ones with. They are they're not almost trivial, but if you play your cards right, they are not that hard. Basically, you just hit the ones that are about to be a danger to you, and you'll be fine. More ooze. And so we could grab gold or another Apollo boon. And I think we just roll with Apollo boons. I hold nothing against Apollo. And I hope this game does not make me hold anything against Apollo. Well, I say that. Well, if you read some of the Greek mythology stories, you probably dislike Apollo. And you know what? That's a fair opinion. Because, I mean, he's definitely Zeus's child for a reason. I'll put it that way. Alright. Who do we... Oh. I thought I'd left someone alive, but... We will try this cast again, and I wasn't paying attention. And I got whacked. It happens. I wish I wasn't so low health, but that's okay. We'll pop some more of these guys. There we are.
Olympus.
Once more, hello, sun boy. Okay. So my specials can be larger, or that same thing from earlier, my attacks do more in a larger area, or... So this is my Omega cast, which is a version I've not shown yet, which is if I hold my Q, it does more. But I haven't had a really big chance to use that. I like the idea of just my basic attacks being better, so we're going to do with that. And once again, Ash or Goop. We'll do Ash this time, I think. And that is powerful. I am liking this new boon already. It gives everything a nice yellow overcoat, I guess is the word. And as you can see, it pretty much just makes a lot of this very trivial. And that's great. I appreciate that. Okay, so once again we have a choice between shop or heart. I'm personally going to go heart. I would like more than 16 health, personally. I don't trust this. Why would the game give me something for... Oh, boss fight. That's why. Okay.
Headmistress.
There she is.
Interesting.
You reached the edge of Erebus already. You have surpassed my expectations, Milenoe.
So this is our, basically, teacher in this game. She watches over us, teaches us how to do things. And I guess she's also the first boss.
Headmistress Hecate, for all your guidance and the compliment.
In my place, you'd have done the same. However, now is not the time for pleasantries. 'Tis for a demonstration of your capability.
My capability? You'd have us face each other here, even though my task has already begun.
Your training shall never be complete. And I would know if you stand any chance at all against our enemy.
I think I'll be fine. Oh, never mind. Oh, that is big. That is, oh my goodness, that is, oh, much larger than I expected. I am sucking. Forgive me for a moment while I attempt to still win. Oh.
You're clearly unprepared as yet.
Monsieur.
Back already.
Alright. So, we lost, but since it's a roguelike, obviously that is not over. So, this is our little lobby area, and we are first greeted with Frog. Hello, Frog.
See what I get for staying out all night, Frunos.
Frog. I like the frog. And we have a beautiful painting of the frog over here. And
Dares disturb my eternal rest. You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch. Speak.
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it. Okay if I call you witch like that?
Which worked for me in context. And a solid haunting all in all, Dora. But I'd better run. Something I have to do.
Then be gone.
rude. It is, but hey, it is our friend.
Come here.
Eh,
Time forced our hand, Millenary. Mary Soul expected you to slay our enemy last night, on a new moon, no less.
but what if I wanted to?
Forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The Titan yet lives, and Olympus yet burns, while I'm back where I started.
Yes, recovered bodily, if not in spirit, and grown wiser for it. You've not failed, merely begun. This is all part of the task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Death to, yes, we'll kill him.
Hail.
Hello,
Tell me you killed the bastard.
Odysseus.
Drove your staff into his wretched skull, slid a dagger in his gut. Not that he'd die from that. Works on mortals, though.
I've nothing to report, Odysseus. Not yet.
Well, you'll get him next time, I reckon.
Yes, my second run. I believe in myself. Hello.
Already hit a wall. Knocked your scrawny ass all the way back here.
Me?
It's insane that she's sending you out on foot, all on your own.
I gotta learn this some way.
Criticisms duly noted.
I believe in myself.
My altar.
Oh.
Headmistress lent me the Arcana.
Oh, okay. I see. It's kind of like a, like tarot cards, I guess. Well, I can go ahead and do that.
Sorceress.
Cool. Maybe those kind of charge. So that's for those charger moves. So hopefully that means that'll be a little better. After you use a location, restore 2 HP or twice that if you have no more than 30. That's also very useful. I was falling very low on HP multiple times. Okay, this one's a little more. I have less than 100%. My attacks do more damage. That's pretty good. My other options are 20% damage to foes in my casts, or that's also pretty good. So I can either get basically, well, I don't know. That's not always more damage, because sometimes you do have full magic. So I might do this one. I like the idea of having just more starting resources. I cannot afford these, but I can afford this one, so I will do that one.
Furies.
I'll just have to remember that, hey, if I put people in casts, it does more damage.
That'll do.
Well, that's a pretty good start. Hello?
The arms of night are now at my disposal. Or shall be, soon enough.
So I guess these are my different weapons. Very nice. Well, I only have one. So stick with that one.
Just this staff bathing in there.
Alrighty.
Attention! Allay your fears. She has returned.
This is the freaking skeleton from the first game.
But this is war, young one, and you have many battles yet to come. The only
I feel like it
question
is.
Are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20.
I'll be honest, I was not expecting the freaking sound effect.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So yes, I believe this is the same skeleton. So if you don't know, there was also a training dummy skeleton in the first game who he's based off of a Greek myth of a man who basically cannot die. And I'm assuming this is the same guy. So I've got my left click, my right click, my Q.
I am ensnared.
He is ensnared. Space, and then I keep moving a sprint for a bit. Oh wait, no, I just keep. Oh, gotcha. Sick. If I hold my left attack, oh, I forgot about that. All right, and then so with my right click, and then same with my Q, which I think just explodes after a certain amount of time. Yes, very nice. And now I will just beat him up. I forgot about the hold left click. That's a lot better than I remember. That's good.
Unless you want to keep going.
I'm good. Alright, well, I think that's where I'll end off this episode. This is a very fun game. Let me know if you want to see it, or if you don't. I understand that not every format works. Just let me know. I really enjoy this game, so if you want to see me play it, I absolutely will. Alright, have a good day, y'all. Peace.